Assalamu alaikum, it's me Farwa Mukhtar from Biochemistry department. So let's start our topic rehabilitation engineering. So what is rehabilitation? Rehabilitation is a care that can help you get back, keep or improve abilities that you need for a daily life. These abilities may be physical, mental, you have lost them because of disease or injury or as a side effect of from a medical treatment. So let's start. Rehabilitation engineering is the application of a science and technology to ameliorate the handicaps of individuals with disabilities. Rehabilitation is the integration of individuals with disabilities into society. Basically, rehabilitation engineers are involved with design, development, and application of rehabilitative and assistive technology to assist persons with disabilities or achieving greater independence. Next, rehabilitation engineering is a systematic application of engineering science to design, develop, adapt, test, evaluate, apply, and distribute technological solutions to problems confronted by individuals with disabilities. Functional area of rehabilitation engineering may include mobility, communication, hearing, vision, and cognition, and activities associated with employment, independent living, education, and integration into community. There are two types of rehabilitation: sensory rehabilitation and motor rehabilitation. First, sensory rehabilitation. Sensory means sensation or our physical senses. It's a rehabilitation which is done to restore the function of five traditional senses either through augmentation or via sensory substitution system. Motor rehabilitation. Basically, motor rehabilitation mean patient functional health or everyday skill. Motor rehabilitation is done to overcome the limitation in mobility which can severely restrict the quality of life of an individual. Like in this picture, a wheelchair is a primary example of processes that can restore person mobility to those who cannot walk. Loss of limb can greatly impair functional activity. Artificial or prosthetic limb is another option for motor rehabilitation, like shown in this figure. Next, principle of rehabilitation engineering. Rehabilitation engineering field knowledge and techniques from different disciplines must be utilized to design technological solution. Basically means plan and strategies of two different disciplines make a creative or more useful thing for human. Most relevant principles depend upon a particular problem being examined. Example, principles from the field of electronic and communication engineering are paramount when designing an environmental control system that is to be integrated with the user battery powered wheelchair. Where battery powered wheelchair is the best example for rehabilitation engineering. When the goal is to develop an implanted functional electrical stimulation orthosis for an upper limb impaired by spinal cord injury, principle from neuromuscular physiology, biomechanics, biomaterial, and control system would be most applicable. Start from sensory rehabilitation. Sensory rehabilitation, five senses, vision, hearing, most define the interaction that permit use to the human. These two senses are the main input channel through which data with high information content can flow. A loss of one or other of these sensors can have devastating impact of an individual affected. Basically, devastating mean extremely impressive effect on of an individual. Sensory rehabilitation of a visual system. Visual system means sense of vision. Loss of vision may be due to damage in the sensor, the retina. Retina main purpose to receive light. Communication channel, optic nerve, and all is relate to the brain may be damaged. Occipital part of cerebral cortex for initial processing may be damaged. Damage in partial or other cortical areas for information processing. Next, method for of replacement with the system. One must determine where the wheel system has failed and whether a stage of a system can artificially bypass. If one uses another sensory modality, touch or hearing, as an alternate input channel, One must determine whether this is a sufficient bandwidth in that channel and whether the high order processing hierarchy is plastic enough to process information coming via different route. In order to improve the processing in the partial and temporal parts of cerebral cortex, we can employ a method called development of braille. Braille basically a system of a touch reading and writing for a blind person. Braille is read by moving the hand or hand from left to right along each line. Braille condense all text character to raise matrix by 2 by 3 dots. Trained reader of Braille can or read over 250 words per minute of grade 2 Braille. Thus, the Braille code is a sense of rehabilitation engineering concept where alternate sensory channel is used as a substitute and where a recording scheme has been employed. Sensory rehabilitation of a auditory system. Auditory system means the sensory system for sense of hearing. Deafness is another manifestation of a loss of communication channel, this system for the sense of hearing. Deafness occur when a person cannot understand speech through hearing even when sound is amplified. So, hearing aids can also be used which filter out background noise and amplify the speech signal using signal processing techniques. Cochlear implant is also an option of deafness is brought about by damage to cochlea. Future of sensory rehabilitation. Neural network microfabrication, physiologic, virtual reality, image processing, and other emerging electrical and computer engineering tools are increasingly being employed. Mechanical engineering principles are used in biomechanical studies, gates and motion analysis, prosthetic fitting, seat cushions and back support design, and the design of artificial joints. Material and metallurgical engineer provide input on near biocompatible material. Industrial engineers are increasingly study rehabilitative ergonomics. Like shown in this figure, different types of rehabilitation examples. So, role of biochemist, basically biomechanical engineer use their knowledge of chemical processing in biological system in order to create tangible products that improve people health. Specific areas of study include metabolic enzyme and tissue engineering. In future, many disciplines combined for a make a new or creative thing for disabled persons. At the end of the discussion, rehabilitation engineering basically work for help for disabled and abnormal person to come to walk and work with normal person. Thank you.